And so the first quarter is in the books. The Pistons on top, up by 9. 2K Sports back in a moment here at Phillips Arena in Atlanta.
Bring your costume. It's Halloween in the NBA. Brooke Lopez and the Brooklyn Nets take on Marc Gasol and the Memphis Grizzlies. Big time hoops coming your way.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. And what stands out to you from the Pistons so far in this one?
The roof is up right now, guys. It's raining in here. A lot of threes through the first.
Hey, sometimes when it rains, it pours, and they have not let up from beyond the arc.
The Hawks trail by 9. Bazemore passes to Splitter. Kicks it to Holiday. Dishes to Schroeder. And there's the pass to Scott. 6 on the shot clock. Holiday releases. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Pistons leading by 9. They might be named after a car park, but the Pistons had a rough go of things on the road, Clark. They just had to use it. They just couldn't stay consistent away from home.
They couldn't. Only won 14 road games, and that number is not enough to get you to the playoffs.
Here's Bazemore. He passes to Schroeder. He dishes it to Holiday. Passes it to Splitter. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. And it's Schroeder missing.
And guys, for the Pistons' bad road record, a lot of it was due to their poor start on the road. Only managed to win one of their first 9 games, and that tends to take the confidence away from a young team.
Tolliver with the bucket.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Battles through traffic and lays it in.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg. You know, the last thing I'll say about the Pistons on the road, typically you have to be close to 500 on the road in order to make the playoffs. The Pistons won 7 in a row at one point on the road, but by then they had fallen too far back.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here. And the one thing Thiago Splitter gives you every year, Clark, is consistency. The numbers, the effort, the results, all very familiar every year.
Yeah, his game is really built on the intangibles. He hustles, he knows where he's supposed to be, he gets to the right spot at the right time, crashes the boards, takes charges. He does all the little stuff.
Tolliver kicks to Dinwiddie. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. And there's the feed to Caldwell Pope. Rebound, Atlanta.
And for Thiago Splitter, he's been a relatively unsung player in his career, never getting his number called on offense, receiving little recognition from the media, but providing tough defense in the post. He shot over 55%, crashes the boards in the 20 minutes or so a game that he gets. So that's been good enough to really establish a productive career.
Jackson passes to Dinwiddie. And Justin Holiday picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Dinwiddie kicks to Tolliver. And it's good. Tolliver's got 5 points so far.
You know, getting back to Splitter, yes, you need superstars to win in this league, but you also need guys like him, guys who put the team first, who will bust the gut, and carry out their responsibilities on the floor, off the court, and in the locker room. You need all of that to be a championship team.
Pistons leading by 12. Here's Dinwiddie. The dish to Tolliver. It's to Dinwiddie. Feeds it to Tolliver. His three-pointers off the mark. Atlanta's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. There's a screen. Schroeder with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession.
Well, as we take a look at the rankings, let's see where Detroit ended up last season. 4th in rebounding, 8th in fewest turnovers per game. And they were in the top half of the league in block shots. So not a very intimidating team, but nonetheless a solid defensive team.
Yeah, and going back to their rebounding, very few teams could outmuscle them inside. The size and toughness to scrap for every carom off the backboard.
No good from outside. The Hawks trail by 12. Taken away by Anthony. Here's Caldwell Pope, defended by Scott. Pass to Dinwiddie. He kicks to Caldwell Pope. That one falls, coming off Dinwiddie's feet. The Hawks have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Schroeder with the ball. Jackson on him. Scott. The finger roll finish at the bucket.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Jackson kicks to Dinwiddie. Anthony with the screen on Holiday. Dinwiddie dishes to Anthony. Shot clock at 6. Here's Jackson. That's blocked. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. With a pause in the action, let's show you the teams that were best from the line last season. Number 5, the Hawks.
You know, it's interesting when you look at this team, Kevin. I mean, they found a way to get their whole team to knock down free throws at a consistent level. I mean, a team that can't make free throws, that's a huge liability and one you don't want to deal with. They'd like to repeat their success at the line this year.
And Atlanta has possession. A 12-point game. Atlanta calls timeout. Just a bit of an up and down year for the Pistons last season. Had some long winning streaks and some long losing streaks for first-year head coach Stan Van Gundy.
Yeah, Kevin, some would say it was addition by subtraction because they really went on that big run after they released Josh Smith. 7 straight wins for them at one point, and they also did have some giant lows.
Andre Drummond's checked in for the Pistons. Ilyasova comes in for Anthony Tolliver. Outside Millsap. And there's the foul. It goes on Ilyasova. That's his first foul.
And, you know, those giant lulls were a big part of the Pistons season. I mean, their biggest losing streak was 13 straight losses, and a lot of that you attribute to their defense.
Pistons on defense. Outside Holiday. He feeds it to Schroeder. Kicks it to Bazemore. 4 on the shot clock. Outside Holiday. 3-pointer. And that one's good. Holiday's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And the Pistons also went into a slump after they traded for Reggie Jackson. 1-9 after the trade deadline. They would end the season on a better note, but truly they were streaky last season.
Here's Drummond. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
And, guys, isn't it great to see a player who works that hard on the glass at both ends?
Well said, G. That's the way he has built, you know, his reputation. Clark grinding away, 100% effort all the time.
And, you know, Kevin, all that effort pays off. How many of those spectacular putback jams do we see from this guy? A bunch. You know, they're not totally dominating the glass, but they're definitely doing enough to keep this lead right where it is.
Yeah, but they've separated themselves, Clark, in a number of categories. Rebounds just being one of them.
Caldwell Pope kicks to Jackson. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Jackson's got 8 points. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Pistons.
Well, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
And it doesn't look like they'll be giving up on any plays tonight either. Their offensive rebounding has also been equally as impressive.
It's to Bazemore. Another three for Atlanta.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the three ball with one of their own.
Greg, we've got a three-point battle taking shape here.
It's Jackson with the drive. The pass to Dinwiddie. Back to Jackson. Right side Jackson. And Detroit again with the bucket.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
The Hawks trail by 13. Picked by Horford. Horford with a screen on Jackson. Three-pointer. Can't hit. The Pistons go the other way with it. Drummond with a screen on Holiday. Dinwiddie passes to Ilyasova. Here's Drummond. They shoot again. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and two shots coming up.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Pistons have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
And they only made 70% of their free throws as a team a season ago. Certainly room for improvement.
And, you know, whenever they get into a stretch where it looked like maybe they would turn it around at the line, they would immediately take a step back.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Johnson, he's checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Jody Meeks comes in for Spencer Dinwiddie. And it's Jennings in for Reggie Jackson. And the second free throw, good.
You know, there was plenty to be happy about last year in Atlanta with the way the Hawks played. One sour note, though, was that the team was viewed as a potential buy for Seattle groups.
Dishes it to Cephalosha. Picked by Horford. Cephalosha kicks to Teague. He passes it to Cephalosha. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Teague's got 3 assists now in this one.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
Jennings kicks to Meeks. Johnson left side. 5 on the clock. Rejected by Millsap. Tries to keep it alive. But they get it back. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Just tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
Outside Teague. Lets the 3 fly. They get it back.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball.
It's Jennings with the drive. Banked in off the glass. Jennings has got 10 points in the game.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
The Hawks trail by 15. Outside Teague. Millsap sets the pick for Korver. Back to Teague. Right side Teague. And Stanley Johnson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it worked.
And here's Korver from the arc.
And how many extra possessions have they gotten because of that rebounding edge?
Well, it's been a bunch, and I think it's made the difference in the game. I mean, they've actually done a great job on the board.
And when it comes to size, it's not a one-on-one matchup that favors him.
Well, you wouldn't know it with that finish, I tell you. I mean, that took a little bit of creativity right there.
Teague dishes to Horford. Working on Drummond. Here's Millsap. And the shot is good.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint. So a moment now to see the story on Jeff Teague. A very nice season for him last year. 8th in assists, 13th in steals, and he'd make you pay every time he went to the line. Top 20 in free throw percentage.
And last season, his floor awareness was impeccable. As you mentioned, top 10 in assists. Just does a great job of getting everybody involved.
Drummond a screen. Jennings passes to Meeks. Johnson outside. He dishes it to Meeks. It's stolen by Korver. And here we go. Fast break. Korver's got it. Here's Cephalosha. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Cephalosha's got 10 points.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
Lock at 6. Ilyasova can't hit.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Teague kicks to Korver. Back to Teague. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. On the wing, Korver traps in the tray. He's got 11.
He's picking up right where he left off in the first quarter.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Meeks with it. He has 5. Right side Jennings. Just 5 on the clock. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. Jennings has got 14.
That finish brings me back to the old days, the silky smooth finger roll.
And that does it for the first half of play. Pistons lead by 12. 2K Sports back in a moment here at Phillips Arena in Atlanta.